I suddenly realized that my body was slowly shrinking, and even the wedding ring on my hand slipped off and fell to the floor. My height dropped from 6 feet tall to the same 5 feet as my wife, and at first I didn't think much of it, but as time passed, I kept getting smaller until I was no bigger than a mosquito. The spiders and insects in my home also grew into terrifying monsters in my eyes. After noticing the change, I went to the hospital for a full checkup, but every medical result came back normal. Even so, my body continued to shrink and treatment had no effect, while the rising medical bills forced me to return home to rest. Not long after, I became about the size of a cat, and for my safety, my wife drove the cat out of the house. She even told others that I had already died and planned to sell the house. In that moment, a surge of anger overwhelmed me because she no longer saw me as a person, only as a burden. As time went on, I grew smaller and smaller until I could only live inside my daughter's toy house. At first, it felt almost fun, and I spent my days playing with my daughter. But my wife was too afraid to let me sleep on the bed, worried that one careless turn would crush me. The more she avoided it, the more determined I became to climb back onto the bed. The next day, I took a fish hook and some string, planning to use them to climb up. Just then, I heard a cat meowing outside, and the cat my wife had chased away had returned. Cold sweat broke out instantly, because to me, the cat had become a towering giant. I tried to stand up and run, but accidentally scraped myself on the fish hook. The cat lowered its body into a hunting stance, and in panic, I grabbed a sewing needle as a weapon and turned to flee. I stood no chance against the cat, and it quickly caught up with me. In the chaos, I fell into the basement. From upstairs, I heard my wife calling my name, and I shouted back with all my strength to get her attention. But as my body had grown smaller, so had my voice, and she couldn't hear me at all. When she saw the cat return, she suddenly believed I had been killed by it. That night, I wrapped myself in a piece of old cloth and barely survived in the basement. Early the next morning, my daughter's voice woke me. I felt a spark of hope. I quickly took a broken piece of chalk and wrote my name at the basement door. After that, I began searching the basement for food, and eventually found a mousetrap my wife had left in the corner, still holding a large piece of cheese. I dropped the sewing needle and devoured the meal without hesitation. At that moment, a massive shadow appeared behind me, and spiders were crawling everywhere in the basement. I searched desperately for a safer place and spotted a cardboard box nearby. I soaked it with water, punched a small opening, blocked it off, and managed to sleep safely for the night. Over the next few days, there were no longer any sounds from my wife or daughter upstairs. I knew they had accepted my death. I opened bottles of alcohol and spent my days drinking alone in the basement to dull the pain. Even worse, my body kept shrinking without stopping. I knew that soon I might become even smaller than the spiders. I picked